Hello and welcome. My name is Alan, and today we're going to look at a video that, for my age, was the school shooting. School shootings weren't rampant as they are now. This was probably the first I can remember, unless you want to go back to uh, what was it? The it's Ohio State shooting. uh, or I can't remember the exact college, but it was in college where somebody went up. Where am I thinking of another one? I know there's four dead in Ohio. I think that was uh, on a college campus in Ohio. But anyway, up to that point, you know, school shootings weren't normal. I went to school and never heard anything about school shootings until this was like my senior year or the year after I got out of high school, year after I graduated. But yeah, Columbine High School. It was probably the first big shooting like incident like this too. So, but we're gonna go back over this and relive this nightmare here.
Jefferson County 911. Yes, I am a teacher at Columbine High School. There is a student here with a gun. He has shot out a window.
Eric Harris and Dylan Klebo come to school with rifles, shotguns, and bombs. I remember several times of talking on the news about how the bombs were homemade pipe bombs and stuff. Not all of them went off, but yeah, it was it was crazy. But yeah, 1999. So this was my first year out of school. They terrorized fellow students and teachers, taunting and shooting classmates. See, when I was in school, we had bomb threats. People calling in saying, "There's a bomb there. We've got a bomb there." Of course, it happened maybe a total 8, 9 times while I was in school. And of course, you never found any bombs. It was different after Columbine. Things just got progressively worse. 12 students and one teacher are murdered, 21 others injured. We've had even more deadly events since. But yeah, this it marked a change in school life. And yeah, schools now have to be specially monitored, metal detectors, student resource officers. They're glorified security guard. the two shooters kill themselves, which is something we see nowadays a lot. Shooter goes in somewhere, shoots up the place, and then turn the gun on themselves. There's a few times where they are caught and they are forced to uh, be sentenced. But yeah, most of the times it's suicide. That's why a big part of this is mental health. Yes, guns are a big part of the problem too, but mental health is a big part of the problem. Yeah, remembering the victims of Columbine. It's, yeah, there is so much wrong right now. And there are some groups so concerned about political points or making their money or making other groups money that they don't care. I mean, I'm not saying ban guns, but I'm saying we need some common sense restriction and reforms. This is common sense stuff. People go, whoa, oh, what about this? Oh, then we should have no laws. Screw it all. No laws. You want to go out and shoot someone? Feel free. Just be aware someone may shoot you. That's all I can say because some of these idiots, they try to pose stupid, responses to this stuff. And it's like, you don't have to ban guns. Just common sense restrictions. First Amendments, you're not allowed to shout fire in a crowded theater. You can have restrictions on the Second Amendment as well. But yeah. Yeah, those that were killed. But yeah, this was something different. Something the country had never really experienced before. Like I said, 70s, you had the National Guard shooting at Ohio, and I think it was in the 60s there was the bell tower shooting. I think that was in Texas somewhere, though, that on a college campus. I'll have to look that up, but yeah. Uh, but anyway, Columbine really changed the landscape because, like I said, even with those two shootings, this was the first one that wasn't adult age, because even though they were still students, they were going off on their own now and going to college and everything like this. But yeah, we need common sense reform and restrictions. If you refuse to accept that and don't really hand out any ideas, I mean, some truly decent ideas, then you aren't really there to make the world better. No, there should be no banning of guns outright, but there needs to be some reform, restrictions. And then, secondly, yes, we need to do something more for uh, the country's mental health. Because even though we're more open about mental health issues and stuff nowadays, we still have that tendency to, you know, not really look on people that are having mental health issues favorably. I just, it's like I said, for me, this was the first big, you know, it was a shooting for my time in school because I graduated high school in '98. That happens in '99. Yeah, it's a like I said, we've never seen anything like this where you have these kids going through the hallway with guns. Supposedly, they had also brought, like I said, homemade bombs and stuff, which not all of them went off, they said. Most of them were crudely made and weren't likely to do too much damage if they had been really, really successful with them. But yeah, but it's now just a moment in history. But you can trace a lot of these school shootings back to this moment. Because before then, high school, grade school, middle school, don't matter. It didn't happen below collegiate. Yeah, but as excuse me, as always, educate thyself. Think, read, study, learn. If someone tries to tell you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources. I'm going to put sources in the description below the video. Thank you all for watching. See you all in the next episode. Until then, later.